Okay, let's try now. Can you hear me now? Could it be that it is now working? Let me know. Hopefully so. Still nothing. Still no sound. All right. Well, 1 2 1 2. Well, that is. Oh, someone can hear. Oh, look at it. You can hear me on YouTube. That's great. I thought I can. I thought I figured out what's the problem. Okay, so if you can, by the way, if you can let me know on LinkedIn as well, if you can hear me, that would be cool. All right. Well, at least to you on YouTube, hopefully. How about now? How about now? All right. Well, it seems that on LinkedIn I'm quite delayed, so it it could take a moment for the sound to come up. Let me take a look at Twitter. Not much activity there as usual, so hopefully we'll figure something out. Anyways, as I was saying before you could hear me, welcome to today's stream. It seems like there are a couple of lots of viewers here, which is awesome. So thank you for coming today, and we'll be hanging out. All right, we can hear you. Okay, that's from YouTube as well. And what I was saying at the beginning was that I was trying to do a little bit of experimenting today. So I want to do the streams more often, and I want to basically, if I can do it every week, that would be awesome. But yeah. So LinkedIn says still nothing. It seems. Let me figure this out. Like we are a little bit delayed. No, fixed. All right, let's see if we can get people to join. All right, so I sent the link to YouTube. I guess YouTube wins at the end of the day. Again. Oh yeah, so as I was saying, today I don't have like too much planned. I don't, like last time I did my stream, I was basically trying to do an entertainment for the whole time. Now I want to try a little bit different approach. I want to I planned less for today, and what I want to do today is to basically improvise my way through this. And if there's anything, if you want to make this as a Q&A, I'm really happy to do so. But I have been experimenting with something. So if you feel like looking at me as I try to figure out my code, then you are welcome to do so. Today it might be a little bit more leaning to live coding and to doing some stuff like that, and then to testing. But we can always mix that up. So hopefully that will be enjoyable for you. So what I'm currently working on, something I want to show you, is my homepage. Oops, sharing the wrong screen. This is not the right screen. Let me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So in here, I'm. This is my new homepage that I've been working on throughout Christmas, because, of course, Christmas is the time for revamping your blog. So, but I wasn't able to finish it during Christmas, and I've been working on it. I'm still working on it. So what I did is that I tried to create this new blog. I actually had my previous blog in Nuxt. Nuxt version 2, and then I tried to migrate that to version 3, but then I realized it's the changes are so big that I'm actually kind of skeptical whether like the migration from Nuxt 2 to Nuxt 3 is a migration, or is it more of a rewrite of everything? Because that's what it felt like to me, at least. So that's what I did. So this is it, and I have a couple of things that I want to like fix today. So feel free to watch me fix that. And if you are curious about anything, feel free to post a question in the chat. And yeah, I guess let's start. So this blog post, I think I showed it on previous stream. So it's like a new revamp. Wait, is this? Maybe I zoom it a little bit more. So it's the same blog, and what I did, I actually used Mid-Journey to create this nice images. So like for the last one, I actually enjoyed this one. So I wrote about Cypress.io actions, and then I made this nice image for that with GitHub testing continuous integration Cypress. So all it took is like generate an image with a prompt, and then share that. And what's really nice about this is that when I share it on social networks, then it will like show. Oh, it doesn't show in here? Too bad. I have this image generator, this open graph OG thing. I might show it today. That will basically generate the social media image for this blog post, and it's going to contain that image and the heading and everything, and it's pretty cool. So if you're curious about that, I can show you that. But one thing I had in my previous blog was this kind of thing where I when I wanted to start to write a new blog, then I would just like add a prompt into my terminal, like npm run new blog or something like that, and it would like generate a sort of scaffold, a file for me, and all I had to do like would just to be input the name of the blog, but it was done really like primitively. It wasn't very smart. So what I want to do today is to try to create that for me. So I'm going to go ahead and check out to a new branch and add blog generator. So it's not like I'm generating the whole blog post, just the scaffold of the blog for that. And I want to use a nice tool for that I can find on npm, and that's called prompts. So I have used that in past, and it's really cool. Like you can sort of create this UI for your terminal, where it will ask you a bunch of questions, and then you can like fill out the answers, and then it will do some action. So I'm going to see if I can pull this off today. So yeah, first thing first, I'm going to install this, and it is going to be a dev dependency. So I'm going to install prompts with the capital D, and we got that. And as the documentation says, what we need to do is, like, the very simple thing to do here is do it like this. So we got an async function. We're going to await prompts. We can validate those, and then we console log the response. So there's like a single prompt example here, and there is a prompt chain in here. So I'm going to just copy this and create my own thing here. So I'll create what I'm going to do. I'll go ahead and create a new folder, and I'm going to call that scripts. And I will put all my scripts in there. So let's do new file, and do generate blog.ts, because we're in TypeScript here. So let's do that, and it's giving me some warnings. Require is not part of import statement. So can we do a quick fix here? Convert require to import. Is that going to work? It is going to work, but we need to install types. Hopefully that will work. So some of the libraries have that I have used don't like using require. There is a difference, and I kind of read it, but I don't think I fully understand what I'm doing. And oh wait, let's move this. I see that I'm covering the chat, so like here is my safe zone. And what's going on here? Prompt identifier. I don't know if this works. Let's just try it out. Let's just see if I can run this. So I'll save this. Response questions. What's going on with questions? So this is basically some type error, so maybe we can just ignore that, and let's just console log the responses. And see if I can run this. So I'll go node and go to the scripts folder and run generate block.ts. What's going to happen? Cannot use import statement outside of a module. Okay. Well, I guess that's that might be connected to the require statement, which for some reason this didn't like. Hey, let's take a look if we have some TypeScript support for this. TypeScript prompt types. Doesn't seem like this has TypeScript support. I don't know. Let's see what happens if I run it again. Oh, cool. Hey, here it is. So it works now. So I guess we just do. Oh, so this is not even like TypeScript complaining, but ESLint. So let's just fix the problem by ignoring it. Okay, let's quick fix and do yeah, do like this. So what's your GitHub name? La la la. How old are you? 12. Why should I? Bam. And it's just going to handle those responses. So let me console log them out to see what I can do with those. Let's test it again. And yeah, and what this is going to give me is it's going to await prompts questions. So it's going to feed this list of questions to this prompts function, and then it's going to assign it to this response variable. So I'm going to use like different questions. So first will be blog name. So what is your next blog called? That's a weird way of putting that. Add the name of the blog. All right. Then we're not going to do number. And what else do I need? Is that it? No, wait. I'm going to add like every blog that I have. So if I take a look into the content, it has some data, right? So it has, oh, cool. It has like the title. It has the date of when it is published, so we can probably generate that automatically. Then it's going to be set publish to true, because if I want to like share it, then this needs to be set to true. Then there's the slug, which is basically made out of the oops, made of the name of that block. And then there's the description, tags, we have an image, and Cypress version. So what I want to do is I want to generate like an empty index.md file, which is inside a folder like this, and then have this part kind of already there. So, and this part is going to be dynamic, and because it's going to be different based on the inputs. So what I want to do is like, okay, I want to add the name of the block. What else? Slug, I can generate date. I can probably generate description. All right. So let's go description. And I would probably ask myself, description, write a description of the blog, and then initial would be work in progress. So if I don't have that description yet, then I'm just not going to fill it in. And then we have tags. So I think there's support for some kind of selecting tags or adding values one by one. Let's see. Tags? Nope. So there are different kinds of questions that I can use. A single prompt, prompt chain, dynamic prompts. Yeah, so this is like really cool because I can like use either the previous response to generate answers for the active one, or I can do something else. So prompts, example, on cancel. So there are like different functions. Oh, we got choices. This could be one of the tags, maybe, but then I would probably have to write all of the tags. Then value, multi-select. Multi-select could work because I could like add some of the default tags for things that I usually write about. So Cypress would obviously be there. And we have any other type of question? On render, on state. So there are like different kind of hooks that we can do. Autocomplete, multi-select. That sounds like something we could use. So there are these. Okay, so this is like the types of questions: text, password, invisible number, confirm, blah blah blah. Oh, we are definitely going to have a confirm. So let's do. Can you confirm? Yes, no, and then we can handle that. So let's add that kind of question in here. That would be probably be the last one. All looks good. Yeah, okay, we can do true false here. And we got list. Oh, list, that's the one we want. Hey, Patricia. Let's do this. Let's do list. And let's do add tags for the blog. And we got a separator with comma. Initial is going to be Cypress. and what did I mention? I think I mentioned the multi-select autocomplete or something like that. Oh yeah, so this would be like autocomplete, where you would have predefined choices which you can choose, and then the multi-select autocomplete. Where was that? Oh, autocomplete multi-select. So you can like select multiple of those, but then you'd probably want to add some more. Okay, maybe I'm overcomplicating this. So So and then we had a date. So that's interesting one. A date. Oh, okay. So we can add the date, which is good, because when I start to write a blog, I want to make sure that it has the correct date. Usually I pick the date of when I start writing the blog, but sometimes I know I'm not going to finish it on that date, and then I publish it with the wrong date. So that was the case for my last blog, which is like published January 16th, but in fact it wasn't published January 16th. It was published 2 days later, but I just didn't bother correcting the date, because who cares actually. So yeah, I'm going to add this, and then I think we could have our prompt sort of ready, right? So pick a date. When will be the blog post released? And let's just do new date with nothing. And what's this? New date is, oh, okay, so it's like a TypeScript thing here, and that will be a type of date, I believe. Is that going to complain? It seems so. Is that a number? So if the date is bigger than date now, will like this kind of comparison work? I don't know. And new date, not sure if this is the right. Will new date by default choose today's date? I don't know. Let's Google. Date constructor. If I do new date, let's make it bigger so you can see. And console log just date 1. Yeah. Okay. I think that works. All right, let's experiment. Let's run it. So I'll save it. I'll do node unexpected token. Okay. So where was the unexpected token? Date, number. Ooh, okay. I guess what really bothers this thing is that I'm running a TypeScript file. I guess I shouldn't be doing that. Didn't realize. Okay, so let's just do it like this. Run that again. The blog not found. Oh yeah, now I need to reference the JavaScript file. Okay, add the name of the blog. Hello world. Description? Not yet. Right. Okay, so if I hit enter, then I confirm that. So the initial value doesn't really make sense, or I don't know how to use that. I'm just going to delete the initial value. When will the blog post be released? 2023. Oh, I like this. So I can like move my arrows up and down and adjust the date. And the time is not really important here. Not in the future. How come? So there's a validation. If the date is bigger than date now, then it's not in the future. But I set date 20. Like this should be January 29th, right? So how come is it not in the future? So wait, if the date. So this is the validation function. So this is going to take the value that I have added. So that would be this one, 2023. So 29th. What day is today? It's 24th. Okay. And then if that is a bigger date than date now, then it is going to say not in the future. Wait, does that make sense? I feel like it doesn't make sense. If the date I have inputted is bigger than date now, then it's not in the future. Oh, okay, I probably misunderstood what the example was trying to do. In fact, like this is This is good. This is what we want. I don't want to like write the date in the past. I want to write it in the future. So let's do some more descriptive thing here. Please use a date that's in the future. Okay. And then I'll just cancel this. So let's try that again. So let's do node scripts. Add the name of the blog. Hello world. Write a description. Work in progress. Add tags in the blog. So Cypress. Tags. CI. GitHub. What are the buzzwords? Cloud. When will be the blog post released? Tomorrow. All looks good? Yes. Alright, so and now it's going to like return a object with all of the answers to the questions. So let's see. It said blog name, hello world, description, work in progress, and value true. Okay. Okay. So what I have done here is that every of the that every of those questions has a value of the name of values, and that would be like a variable here. So what I need to do is to make sure that that variable is unique. So in this case we got a blog name, here we got a description, and then we got tags. That's what we want. Here we want a date. Hope that's good. And value, all looks good. Let's just call it confirm. Not sure if I need to save this. Whatever. All right. One more thing I'm going to do, like every time I call this script, I write the command node script generate blog. So I'm going to add it into my package JSON inside the script. So let's do package JSON. And in here I have scripts. So these are like different things that you can call. Many of you listening, watching probably know that. So I'm going to call this new blog. And this is going to call node scripts generate blog.js. I think that's going to work. Let's see. So npm run new blog. Yes, okay. So it's running my prompts command. So now add the name of the blog, and I'm just going to call it hello world. Write a description, add tags, AAA, will be released tomorrow. All looks good. Yes. So now we got this object. Good. And this object is going to like be the data for generating our blog. So the next thing I want to do is to basically take this response object and do something with that. I need to. So what I want to do here, let's just write a couple of comments that can help us navigate. So I want to take the blog name and create a slug, right? Then I want to create a folder with the name of that slug. It's going to be the same as the slug name, right? Then I want to create index.md file, and then I want to add. I think this has a name. I forgot what's the name of this. Never mind. Add blog post attributes. All right. So that's what I want to do. So how do I do that? No, I really don't know. But I want to like start with creating the slug. So I think Lodash could help us with this, although I'm not really sure if I need to install it. Like basically what I want to do is to take the I'm just going to copy this so that the response is going to look something like this. This is going to help us navigate through those steps. So I basically want to take the blog name and then change it to a format that would be hello world. What's this format called? I think it's kebab case, right? And it's going to create a folder inside this content. So I feel like Node could help us with that. And you know what? I'm feeling adventurous. Let's just go to the new kid on the block and ask, how do I create... Wait, first of all, I need to do the camel case. Okay. So what I like to do with ChatGPT is to give it an example of what I have and then give it the value of what I want. This works really well with like regular expressions. So as you know, like they're really hard. At least for me they are. Maybe you're the master, but they're really hard for me to figure out. And basically I have an idea. I know what I want, but I just like don't know what to put into Google. And in here, I'm going to say I have a text of hello world, and I need it to be hello world. So in camel case, how do I do that in JS? So let's see. You can use replace method. All right. Text replace. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay. So the prompt was probably not the best one, because he's just going to replace all of the spaces. You can also use split method to split array into array of words and then join it back together with a hyphen. Well, that's okay-ish, but let's give it some more examples. So what if I were to... okay, this has like brackets in this, so this might be a little tricky. Not sure if I want that. Let's take another block. So auto-completing selectors in Cypress with TypeScript, and I want to change it to auto-completing Cypress. Okay, let's try it out. Let's try it like this. Okay, so I also want it to change all the capital letters to lower case. I mean, I could probably do something with this. Like this is probably I could probably figure something out with this, but let's just ask. Okay, I want to change all the capital letters to lowercase and convert the string to camel case, so that a string like this will become this. Let's just give it this nice slug in here. All right. Let's see what we'll get. You must use 2 lowercase. I figured that out. Okay, to convert to lowercase and then use the combination. Oh, that's yeah, could have figured that out. So it's just going to take the auto-completing selectors with TypeScript, blah blah blah. Yeah, okay. Alternatively, I can use split method and then join it back. What's the upside of that? Like, I don't know. Like, I've seen the split and join combination many times out in the wild, and I don't know, like, what's the main benefit of that? Is it faster by a half a millisecond, or is it less prone to errors? Like, this replace seems like a good solution. The split feels like a solution that would work. I mean, string is still sort of an array of letters, so I don't know. Okay, let's just focus on the work. Let's just go with the first solution for whatever reason. We'll see. And then, okay, we want to take the blog name. So so text will be the response blog name. Blog name. Okay, and then we assign that to the text. What's going on here? Text is assigned value but never used. Never mind. I can console log it out. So let's do console log. You can see a sort of a pattern here. I'm using console log a lot. And let's see what happens if I npm run new block and I do hello darkness, my old friend. Now let's just do okay. And okay, it has converted that. I haven't really tested the lowercase. Let's try that again. So we'll do hello darkness, my old friend. Probably works, just wanted to test that. I'm a tester. Cypress, hello darkness. Those will be the tags. Let's publish it next year. All looks good. And it seems like we have that slug ready. So that's good. Now what I want to do is so we have the text. That's good. Now we want to use that text and create a folder with that slug. So let's should I ask GPT again? I think I can look into Node.js documentation. Although we may find ourselves in the chat in a couple of minutes. So let's take a look at whatever. And I want to use file system to like create the folder and the index file. So what would be make directory. So that's what we want. So we want to optional and okay. Creates TMP-A applet regardless of whether TMP and TMP-A exist. Guess that's what we want. Okay, so let's do, I want to use file system, so fs require fs. I think that's the way of how I should use it. Okay, good. Oof. Okay, I guess I need to add this to the whole file. Okay, and let's call that function. So fs. Wait. Make directory. So that's the function we want to use. So make directory, and that directory name will be the first argument of that. Yeah, the ChatGPT is addictive. I guess I really wanted to use it. I probably will end up using it. So okay, so string, whatever. There we have some options. What are the options? Argument can be integer. Specifying modes, permissions, tickets, recursive property indicating whether parent directories should be created. Okay, let's see what it does. Let's just experiment. So I want to, and I'm always struggling with path. So I'm not sure if it's probably just going to be. Should I like go up one level, and then do content, and then I just put the text in here. Okay. So that will be our minified text, our camel case text. Let's see what happens. We'll see. So npm run new block, kill darkness. Let's just do whatever. And okay, we got a error. So callback must be a function received undefined. Okay, so now we're probably running into the good old problem with asynchronicity and all that stuff, which I don't feel like I'm well equipped to to solve. But let's do. Did it do at least something? Let's just do create a content and just do whatever. I just want to see like where that will be created. Let's just do. Okay, so callback must be a function received undefined. Okay, I probably didn't read that correctly. So, oh, okay, I need to have a callback. I didn't add a callback. So the second argument, do I have to add that? So recursive, true. So that's, wait, you probably don't see that very well. So yeah, the recursive true says whether to create that or not if it doesn't exist. So if we have a path like this, temporary a apple, then if the temporary and a doesn't exist, then the recursive true will make sure that it's going to be created, and then it will create the directory of apple. And then if we have an error, we throw an error. So I'm just going to copy this and see what happens if I use it. That's kind of my approach. So let's do whatever. Run my blog. And what did it do? So content. Do we have a whatever here? Doesn't seem that way. Well, it's probably something with the path. Content. Hey, here it is. Whatever. All right, so the path was incorrect, as always. Okay, so we have created that folder. That's good. And now I want to instead use the text variable, the one that we have created in here. So let's do that. Hello darkness, and let's add it. Oh, we don't need that. All looks good. So did it create the block? Hello darkness. All right. Okay. So we're good here with the step number 2, and now we need to create that markdown file and add those attributes in there, and then of course like clean this up a little bit, because this is quite a mess. So let's see how we can create a markdown file. There's probably something in here as well. Can I search for markdown? Yeah, that's not going to find anything, right? So there's probably something which enables me to write a file. So yeah, that's it. File, write file sync. Okay, so that might be it. So we want to create that file name or descriptor, then we have the data. Okay, and then we will have the whatever in here. So is there a usage in here? The mode option only affects newly created file. For the information with the synchronous version, called write file. Okay, so we got the probably almost like the same options in here, and we have write file, then we have the data. So it's going to be interesting what the data will be. It's probably just going to be a string for me, so I want to use write file. All right, so again I'm going to use oh, it's actually file system, so I don't need to import anything new, and we want to create that markdown file. So let's go ahead and just, it's going to be always called index.md, and then the data, it says like it's buffer from Node.js. I wonder if I can just add text. If I were to, let's just take one from a blog. So we got hover in Cypress. Let's see what happens if I just add my data like this. What's going to happen? I think that could work, right? I don't know. Write file index, but of course we need that path. So let's just create a constant that's going to be called path, blog post path. That's going to be equal to this, and we're going to feed it into our create folder, and then we're going to use that in the creation of the file as well. So it's going to be the blog post path / indexmd, but of course it's going to be a variable, so something like this: write file blog post paths, and then we add the data, and then console log the file has been saved. Okay, let's see if we can create a file like this, and this is actually going to solve the blog post attributes as well. So let's just put it in here if this works and see what happens. So let's go hello world, add tags, file has been saved. Well, no errors, so we got hello world and we got indexmd, and bam, we have the block in here as well. That's awesome. I'm happy. Alright, but let's just maybe add change the formatting a little bit. Okay, and now since we are in this string, we can add those attributes from before. So let's actually start cleaning up a little bit. So we got the blog post path, we got the text. So instead of text, I'm going to call this I'm just going to call it the blog name. I think blog title, and this is going to be the response name formatted to lowercase and then replaced with the whatever. So in here I'm going to change the comment so I remember it later. What I'm actually doing here is to convert the title to the what's it called, to the camel case. Alright, so we have the blog title, we have the blog post path, and then we can use that in this as well. So I'm thinking, what can we do here? Blog name, blog title. So the blog title is here. All right, so that's easy. We want it to have it here, and I probably need to add it in here. Wait, what's happening? Why can't I? Oh, it seems this is working. Hopefully so. Now let's do the slug. So that's the blog title. Oh, that's not a good name, like blog title, but it is in lower blog title slug. That would be a better name for that. So blog title slug goes here, and then blog title we can actually take from that response. So that would be the response blog name. So maybe if I destructure that could work. Blog name, and I just use that in here. And let's just add some convention in here. So we got the blog name, so let's call this blog title, and then use the blog title in here, and then just do this blog title slug. What's going on is never reassign, use const instead. That's true, const. And okay, this is starting to take shape. So let's try it out, let's test it out. npm run new blog. I'm going to add the name of the blog, hello world. Description, not yet. Tags, not yet. All looks good. Blog name is not defined. Alright, so I actually, blog title needs to be in here. Okay, try that again. Blog name, hello everyone. And we should be having hello everyone, index MD. We got the title, we got the slug. Awesome, all good. I'm happy. All right, so let's use some other data. So we got blog title. We also want the description, and then also the tags. Wonder about those. And what else do we need? We will need the date as well. And that will be probably everything. Like, we don't need to confirm So let's do description. That's going to be pasted in here. So that's the description, and then tags. Let's just put it in here, and we'll see what happens. So let's do tags and do tags in here, and then we'll figure out the date at the end. All right, let's save that. Let's do run new blog. Hello everyone in the world. Add a description. This is a description. Let's add some tags. So let's do Cypress tags, next scripts, whatever. And when will it be released? Let's put 2 days. All looks good. Yes, file has been saved. And it seems we are moving in the right direction. Hello everyone in the world. You got it? Got it. All right, index looks good. We got the title, that's good. The date we'll figure out. Slug is here. Description works. The tags, not so much. So we need that to be an array, I believe. I don't think this is going to work. Let's just do npm start. If anything, it's a different format than we have been using so far. So this might not be the best solution here. So let's do blog. Oh, where is it actually? The published date is 2020. Okay, let's do hello. Hello. Where's the hello blog? Do I need to like restart the Why don't I see it? That was surprising. So let's go to localhost. Let's go inside the block. So it doesn't seem to have like destroyed anything, which is a good sign, but it doesn't seem to be generated too. So if we do hello, it just doesn't show the block. I wonder how, if all of these have actually hello in them. Never mind. Hey there, and let's just add 2023 01, and what's the date today? 24. Oh, here it is. So we got something. Okay, so it looks like the tags don't really matter that much. Like it doesn't hurt the blog if we have tags written like this as opposed to having them written like this. But I still don't like it. I still don't like it, so I don't know. Plus, I guess I want to have this image in Cypress version as well. In the generator. So let's add those as well. Okay. All right, so we got the image Cypress. So how do I convert? So apparently, like what I get from my prompt is an array with strings, and that's all good. Now what I have in my blog post is also an array, but it's in like the array format. So what do I do with that? Do I just like stringify that, or what should I do? Honestly, don't know. So wait, can I even stringify an array like that? So I don't even know. I have Quokka in here, so let's do const ARR and do hello world. And then if I do JSON stringify array, is that going to work? Okay, so that's going to work. So maybe if I just stringify those tags, that could work. JSON stringify and just do tags. That could work. Let's see. So I open terminal and do run new block. Hello. I'm kind of sick of the hello, but I don't know what to write about. Hello chat. Why are you so quiet today? Make a description. Hey there. Add some tags. Cypress. Streaming. What else? What else? And let's do this. All looks good. File has been saved. And hello chat, why are we so... And there we have it. That looks good. Alright. Alright, I like this. So we got the image and Cypress version empty, as they should be. With the Cypress version, I don't know, like I could probably do something fancy, like find all the Cypress versions and then check or do some autocomplete magic with that, but I really don't want to do that. So in my new blog, I have added like this Cypress version thing. Oh, I don't have my blog running in localhost. So I have this this thing in here with Cypress version. So basically, if you read a blog post, you can see like what was the version when I wrote that blog post. So that's something I have added to all of my blogs. Well, not all of them. I have added this to some of the blogs. So if I have it, then it's going to appear. Not sure if I define it and leave it empty, what's going to happen then. So let me just take a look into that. Hello chat. Where is my blog? Come on. Oh, 2023, 94 is today. What's going on? Where's my blog post? IndexMD, hello Chad, why are you so quiet today? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. So it's actually saying this to me, that it is ignoring the characters, and I have created a folder with a question mark in it, which is interesting, and my page is basically ignoring that. So I think we should add that to the blog as well. Like you should ignore special characters, but maybe I'll leave it for another day. But yeah, hello chat, why are we so whatever today? It doesn't have any text, so hello. Let's do it like this. And okay, so it works. It doesn't have the problem with empty Cypress version. It can handle the empty image, so that's all good. All right, I have to say I am satisfied with this. I think this is good enough. Like obviously this is something I would want to fix someday. Hey, let's add ChatGPT. Okay, how do I ignore special characters in such function? I should have written how do I also Okay, so in this case, now we can see why the replace is actually useful. So the replace is going to replace anything that's not a character or a number, and I like that. I think that's what we need to do. So I can just as easily write it. You can also replace method multiple times to replace multiple special characters. Oh, so is this going to match just one? Or what? Okay, you can use replace method along with regular expression that matches and you want to ignore. Regular expression should include special characters, brackets, and the G flag. Okay. Message regular expression will match any character that is not lowercase digit, a space, or a hyphen. Starts with negates, so it matches anything that is not included. Yeah, okay. And this will just replace anything. Okay, so this is like a simpler example, but this is what we want. And how did I use that before? Did I use the replace method? Yeah, okay. I think that's what we want. So I'll add this in here. We're good. So we want to convert the title to camel case and remove invalid characters. So let's test that and let's see if this is going to work. Read and characters. I'm going to delete this, and then finally we are going to deal with the date. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT about that one because oh, interesting. Just got an email. It seems like we have a new version of Cypress. So what's going on here? Official support for V4 in component testing. Okay. Added experimental memory management to improve memory management in Chromium-based browser. Okay, that's interesting. So I have people addressing me the issue that they have like out of memory issues. This could help maybe. I never knew what they were, so I wasn't really sure what's going on there. Experimental skip domain injection configuration to disable Cypress from settings document domain on injection, allowing users to test Salesforce domains. All right. Okay. If you believe you are having issues, please go to the guide. Alias now accepts an options argument, allowing alias to be stored as type query or static. Oh, this is a good one. So this one I have encountered. In fact, I can show you what that is. Or you know what? I will show you, but I will show you next week. And next week I will not be streaming on my own channel. I will be streaming on my own channel as well. But we're going to do a podcast with Mike, the Code Review podcast once again. So feel free to join. I will be sending out info on the Discord. So make sure you to join there. Yeah. So all right. So we got experimental skip domain, component spec pattern. Okay. Data QA for selector playground. Okay. And then bunch of bug fixes. Okay. Nice. Congrats, Cypress, on the update. Very good. I'm excited about this one because I have encountered this. So the way how Cypress has changed how it queries everything, you can get to a situation where that alias doesn't work as you would expect. And yeah. And CYLog will now display a line break. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's useful. because it was annoying if you wouldn't be able to see a line break on that one. All right, go Cypress. Great. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, I wanted to generate the blog, so I had this. Where are you? Let's do something like this. Cypress. All looks good. File has been saved. Where are you? Okay, it has removed the thing. We got the title. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm happy with this. You know, you can save literally seconds of your life by hacking 2 hours useless script that you're this is an example of very not effective automation. But this is my hobby blog. This is where I go to unwind. This is something that I do just for the pure joy of creating something. It's not supposed to be effective. I'm wasting my time here, but time you enjoy wasting something. I like this, so I'll keep on doing this. All right, so let's use the date, and I want to basically convert the date that's originally in like its full form to like just to something like this. So I'll ask ChatGPT because I don't know, like I don't know where to start, and that's kind of where the tool really shines. So whenever I want to, I actually have it here. Whenever I don't have a well-defined problem, like that's where it's kind of amazing, because sometimes I want to Google stuff and I don't even know how to ask, and I encounter that with many people that approach me, whether that is on LinkedIn or Discord or wherever, and they ask me like, hey, so how do I whatever and they cannot even and I'm doing that just right now. They cannot vocalize their question. They cannot put it into words. They don't know what to ask. And I remember that feeling when I was just going to my friend developer, and I was asking him, hey, I have this problem. I don't know what the problem is even. I want to solve it. I don't even know if the approach that I'm choosing is the correct one. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm not thinking complex enough. And with Googling stuff, it's kind of the same problem. You need to know what to put in, right? So one of my friends, developer friends, he says like, he's kind of a genius, honestly. But when I tell him that, he says like, I'm just a person who can Google really well. And it's an interesting thing, because when I was creating my blog, and what I'm doing right now is just like Googling and asking and trying to find a solution for a problem, and then apply my own thinking into shaping that solution into something that actually fits me. And sometimes like looking for a solution takes quite a long time to sort of figure out what I even need to ask, right? And this ChatGPT, I think it's a really nice tool in terms of like how to remove that barrier just slightly, right? I still need to give it a good question to get a good answer, but I think it's much easier than trying to Google something like that, because I wouldn't be able to ask Google something like this. I want to change text that looks like this into something like this. There's probably an issue on Stack Overflow that has this that is the same question essentially, but I don't know if that's if I would be able to find it through Google. So let's do how do I change a date like this into a date like this? It's just going to be this by using date constructor in JavaScript. So I want to use date constructor because, and that's another thing that I kind of knew to ask, because if I were to just leave that out, then it would give me an answer. So it would give me a substring answer. And come to think of it, maybe it's not a bad solution just to have a substring, because it is like a zero based date, right? So it's not going to be 2024 1-1-24, but I wonder if it goes the same for the hours, if it would be 0, 1, or 1. Yeah, so it gives me the substring date to isostring substring. That works. Like, I don't know how safe I really want to be. Maybe the substring is good enough. If I call my script and if I get to the date, if I put, oh, it's 0 based. Well, in that case, I probably don't have to do like complicated things here. I can just use a substring. In fact, let me take a look into the documentation of the prompts package, whether it is possible to have. Oh, here it is. Come on, should have thought of that in the beginning. So I have this mask option in here. Format mask of the date. Default is like this. I'm just going to use this format. So in the date, let's use the mask and do this, and that will be good enough, and we don't need to like add anything extra in there. And I'll just add the date in here. Let's do run new blog, add the name of the blog, hello world, work in progress, tags, and here we go, right? So all looks good. File has been saved. Wait, I have created the hello world, right? So where is the hello world? Here it is, index. We got no tags. Good. Oh wait, what's this? That's not what I want. Okay, so it doesn't. Okay, so it gives me this date on prompt, but it doesn't give it as the output. So okay, and I guess that makes sense. Let's see if it can like give me the output in this way. No, it doesn't seem it does that. It seems like it's just going to return the date object, which makes sense. Like it's more you can do more with a date object than with just a string. So let's go back to ChatGPT and just use this. Just used this, and this is going to be good enough for us. So let's do. I want to use the date and then format that. So let's just go with the publish date. Wait, let's use publish date name in here. I think that makes more sense. So publish date will be the name, and then I want to deconstruct that from here. That's going to be publish date, and then we will just change the we'll use the constant of date to be published date. Handle that. Wait, will that work? Oof, I don't know. We'll see. Let's just test that. Maybe I need to do this. I probably have to do this. We'll see. Let's see. So run this. Add the name of the blog. Hello world. Just add this. Cypress. Add the date. All looks good. File has been saved. Hello world. Index, and yeah, I didn't have to do anything extra. So this works. Awesome. Happy. That's my happy face. Okay. File has been saved. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. And good. All right. So let's now go ahead and commit this. So in here I have this tool called fork. I really like it. It's for handling whatever the Git thing is, and it gives me this nice UI. I really like that. So I can see like all of the files that I have created, so I don't forget anything. So I don't want to do this, so I'm going to discard this file, and then generate block I'm going to use, of course. That's going to stage, and then we have added the prompts and new block generate, and that's here. So let's add block generator. Oops, I'm in caps lock. Add block generator. All right, let's push it and go to GitHub, and it's going to run my tests. So I have my blog hosted on Vercel. Let's just create pull request, and it's been really amazing. Like, it's been so much fun to use that. It's super easy to use. Basically, I just linked my GitHub thing, GitHub repository in here, and that's it. And then I connected my domain, just added some C names or some other DNS things. They have been like really good with the documentation, and I have connected everything that I needed. And then what I used is I actually got this from Gleb's blog. I'm using I'm using GitHub Actions, and then I actually using quite an old GitHub action. Should probably update that. But Gleb has added this nice, has written a blog post. I think it's an older one, but it was a very simple demonstration of how you can run your tests against Vercel deployment. So what Vercel does, and that's really cool, like whenever you create a new pull request or you do something, it's going to create these preview domains. Like so if you add a new branch or whatever, you can just have a deployment of that branch and take a look at that, and then you decide to promote that to production or just merge to main, and it will automatically be rerouted to your main domain. But if you want to take a look at your site, how it looks before it's being released, is like having your own custom private server where you can just test whatever branch you need, and I think that's really cool. So this GitHub action actually takes advantage of that, and it's just going to react to the GitHub event deployment status state success. So that's kind of the status that Vercel is going to send to GitHub. So when that happens, you can obtain the URL, and I'm setting it up as an environment variable. So Cypress underscore, whatever starts with Cypress underscore, is just going to be taken as an Cypress environment variable. So it's just going to take that target URL, and my tests are going to run against that. And if they all pass, then we're good to go, and I can merge the request. I can see all of the checks here. So I have end-to-end tests. I can look into the details of that. Wait, I don't have Cypress dashboard. Well, I have the Cypress dashboard connected. I just thought I had, yeah, here it is, Cloud Cypress. And you can see my blog post. You can see the test results. I don't have too much in here, but yeah, it works. It shows the results in here. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, so we're ready for the merge. GitHub. Sorry, I accidentally closed that. So let's just do pull requests, add blog generator, and just merge it into production. Well, of course, this is not going to have an impact on what the readers will see, but it's going to have an impact on my appetite for creating a new blog. Basically, the reason why I wanted that this blog generator was that I wanted to have I didn't want to like set up stuff, spend like the first barrier, the first couple of minutes setting stuff up. I hate setting up stuff. I want to like do stuff, and it's the hardest thing on everything is to begin, and whatever obstacle I can remove for myself, it's just going to make me more productive. So this is me procrastinating on writing a blog post, but also like creating a solution that can enable me to write that blog post next time. So yeah, I'm wondering what's going on on LinkedIn, because it's showing like the beginning of my stream. It seems like it's not even running. I don't know what the hell is going on there. Hopefully someone is there. Hopefully someone can hear me, but I honestly don't. It's like on minute 17. What the hell? Never mind. It's a weird thing that's in here. Oh yeah, someone's writing into the Discord that there's a problem with the subscription form. Yeah, thank you for reporting that. I'm actually on that. I'm super frustrated. It does not work yet. There's some kind of error. I really don't know what that is. I've contacted the provider about that, and well, like I just need to know what does it mean, the response that I get. It was funny because I was trying to get in touch with them, and they were like, I was trying to explain the error, and then someone on the other side was like, oh, okay, we'll take a look at it. So which they asked for some information. Can you tell me this? Can you tell me that? I was like, yeah, here you go. You have all the information. I got a couple of screenshots, etc. And they were, oh, okay, let me test that. Like after a couple of hours, they were like, hey, let me test that. And they were, I mean, they were nice. I'm not trying to bash them or anything. And then they replied to me, so hey, it seems to be broken. Can you ask your developer to check that? And I was like, I am the developer. Please tell me what's going on with the response message. I got the response back. I don't know what that means. It just says quarantined, and I don't know. Like I felt like we have been quarantined enough already. So please tell me what's going on with the email. And for some reason, when I try to test it, it always passes. It's always success. if I use Gmail address, if I use my own, if I use some other address, it's still going to pass. And then whenever someone else tries to sign up to the newsletter, it just doesn't work. Even my friend, like, we tried to debug that yesterday, and he was like, it's not working. Wait, let me take a look. Oh, it's working already. So it seems like you fixed it. And I was like, I did nothing. It wasn't fixed, and I'm not sure what's happening. So yeah. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. All right. Should we code some more? Yeah, let's do that. So I have another repository. Let's just pull the changes, and it's a really cool one. So it's called OG, and it's the solution from. It's actually also from Vercel. Let me screen share. Yeah, it works on my machine exactly. So yeah, this repo is actually a cool one. So it is an open graph image generator for whatever blog post you have. So for example, let me run that. npm run dev. I believe I need to put. Okay, so what this does, it's like a very simple service, a small, very small Next app that I have deployed on Vercel, and it is for generating my blog post images. So let's say I have blog posts like this. I have this OG thing running on localhost 3000, and I want to generate an image for a blog that has a title like this, and then it has an image like this, and what else? I think that's about it. So what I will do is that I will add, wait, is it like /API/OG, and then add a couple of parameters. So one parameter would be an image. So I need to take the URL of the image, actually just the last part of the URL of that image. And that's just like GitHub something. And then add it to here. And then another parameter will be title. And that will be the title of the blog. And not sure if I need anything more, but when I do that and I hit this URL, what it is going to give me back is an image. Of course, only if I add everything correctly. Okay, I haven't added everything correctly. It seems like the title is not the title, but something else. Title should be a title. And also reading time. Okay. So I have all these attributes in my blog post. So reading time will be 9 minutes. Thing like this. Is it now going to work? Vercel is kind of like Heroku. I think they offer many of the same services, but I believe it's not one-to-one. Like Vercel allows you to do some pretty cool stuff. Like I want to do wait, not sure about the reading time. How should I put it? So it has like couple of different functionalities, and I haven't really dove into that like too deep, but with like minimal power it has allowed me to do quite a lot. So for example, I have a workshop, and on my workshop I have a Stripe integration so that people can just click and sign up for the workshop and use their card to pay for that, and then a bunch of stuff happens. Now for if you want to have payment on your page, you actually need to have a server. But there are these functions, I forgot the name of, I'm not sure if those are edge functions or lambda functions or something like that. Basically, it sort of creates the server for you, but just for like one request. Like it's super easy. You don't need to set up anything. You just set sort of a serverless function that will allow you to like communicate with some sort of backend, and that was like enough for me to set up the whole Stripe payment. And I found a blog on Dev2 on how to do that. I've set it up, and voila, it worked. So it's kind of amazing. Alright, seems like this is not working as it should. So let me just take a older one. Reading. I think I made a typo in here. Yeah, and that should be end reading time. And also end. Yeah, I put the query parameters incorrectly. Okay. So what this does is that whenever I call API with a couple of parameters, it's going to render this image, and this image response, this is a function which returns, basically it returns the DOM, which is going to contain all of the elements that I want to have rendered. So like the title and the image and stuff like that. So here I have like a default image if there's no title or something, and if there's a I basically have a couple of cases in here and handle them in different ways. It's sort of repetitive, but it works, so I'm not touching that too much. But whenever I call that API, what I get back is an image. So wait, what's going on here? Title, actions, blah blah blah, reading time 9 minutes. Shouldn't this work? It seems like this should work already. Or did I forget to confirm that or something? I don't know. Let's maybe just do... Oh, here it is. Good. I guess I needed to refresh that. So yeah. And this is a PNG image. So if I go inspect, it's actually an image. So this is really cool. So what I did, or what anyone can do, is that I have created on my blog post, when I have these meta tags, these OG tags. So these are, wait, where are those? Let me show you just an example. Okay, so here we have like an OG image or Twitter image or whatever. Oh, I think I need to fix this. Never mind. So here I have this Twitter image, and for this Twitter image, I'm calling the Philippines -com-og Vercel app, and then the API basically of this application. So what I will get back from there is the image. So it's going to be an image like this. So whenever I go ahead and share it on social networks, it's going to show a nicely formatted image like this. And if I don't put in the image, then it's just going to use the default, so my face and my and link and everything. So whenever I share my blog post on social networks, it's going to look nice. So it's like a super cool solution, and it's not like and this is React, which I'm not really good at. I don't use it too often. I'm more used to using Vue.js. But if you take a look into the Vercel documentation, well, this is just going to take me here. But in the documentation, there are like these little projects which you can use. There's even like a button where if you already are registered and logged in, you can just go ahead and deploy that and just play with that on your own. And yeah, there's image optimization, blah blah blah, and there's, where was that? Cannot find it now, but never mind. Like, there's documentation for that OG image generation, and you can clone the repo, and you can just make it your own. You can just put your own design. You just need to create that HTML structure. You can test it locally, which is amazing, just as I did before, right? And you can see how that looks, whether it works, and if it works, you're happy. So it's pretty cool. And the thing is, I don't have I have this set up for my blog posts. I have this set up for my homepage, but I don't have it set up for my workshops. And it would be really cool if I had that, because I will be doing some workshops in the near future. I'm finishing one tomorrow. Some of the people were actually on the chat. Maybe they still are. Probably must be sick of my voice already, but maybe they are. I don't know. But yeah, I will be doing some more workshops, and I want to put these nice images in there, so whenever someone shares that, it's going to show the image and maybe the description, maybe like the date of the next workshop. I don't know. That could be quite cool. So in order to do that, I need to like set this up, and so I'll go back to my original repository with my page, and let me actually first of all fix the image that was in here. So we got OG URL, OG title, OG description, OG image. I think there was one of the images that didn't have the URL here, but just had the image in there, one of the tags. So these are basically, there's this use head function in Nuxt. So Nuxt is like a really powerful, really cool way of creating your blog posts using Nuxt, and it has this module that's called Nuxt Content, which allows you to write your content in Markdown. But everything else, you can just write a Vue component or a Vue page, and I think it's really cool. It's been really comfortable for me to use that, and there's this there are a couple of like different very useful functions that you can use, which one of them is use head, which is going to set all kinds of different head attributes like this. And yeah, and this is what I need to set up. So I see like on the different sub pages, this OG image just doesn't have, seems to not have anything in there. It just takes a very weird approach here where it would take the content of something, and that's not good. So I need to find that where that is handled. So I'll just search throughout my repo for OG image, and okay, I can see that now. But this looks like it should be taking the Vercel image, honestly. So not sure what's going on in here. Why does it have the the GitHub PNG. That doesn't really make sense. Okay, it seems that this is actually not reading the image. It's actually doing it's just like not refreshing, which I don't know if it's a bad thing, if it affects the sharing on social media in any way, or is it okay? But I guess it is okay, because if you share it, it's just going to, it is like a refresh. So I think that might be fine. Okay, so we don't need to fix anything there, but on whatever the workshop page is, I need to have that use head to basically add those images in there. But I guess I need to figure it out. And honestly, I'm kind of tired. I've been talking for 2 hours almost, and I feel like maybe it's enough for today. So live workshops, this page definitely needs those images. And then each workshop page needs that image as well. And ideally, if it would take information from the workshop. Okay. All right, then. I think I know the solution. But to be honest with you, I'm kind of worn out already. Like when I'm thinking of creating that, I wanted to show you everything, and I had like couple of bullet points that I thought like, all right, maybe we can explore this. But I thought like the prompts were like hour and a half already. We just have some water. Thank you for being here. Honestly, I think like many people left since the beginning. I guess that's what happens. I call this streams Let's Test, and I think we did a lot of testing with the prompts thing at the beginning. Although it wasn't so much Cypress as many people are probably used to whenever I'm streaming. But I really like that. Hopefully you did too. And if you didn't, that's okay. I'll do my best to make it entertaining every time I do this. But of course, sometimes it's just figuring out. And if you're into that, if you want to like see, if you enjoy like interacting with people during how they figure out things, I do definitely. And I like talking while I'm figuring out things. So you've been a great rubber duck for me today. Hopefully that's not offensive. I don't mean it that way. No, it's fun, like not being here alone and just having a conversation. All right then. Yeah, as I said, I'm kind of worn out, so let's leave it for later. Anyways, feel free to join the blog. Hopefully I'll have the subscribe ready soon, and you can subscribe if you want, and many other things will be in here, and I'll talk about them definitely. And yeah, thank you for being with me here today. I had fun, hope you had too. See you next time.